Hey, everybody, guess what? We are live, Scooter Brown Band. Although it's only one guy today. We only got one person here with us, right?
The the one that counts today, I
the
guess.
one, the only one that counts. How's it going today? How is your day in quarantine going today?
It actually hasn't been too bad of a day. I woke up and um, went to the gym for about an hour and a half, and uh, came home, and now I'm doing these interviews. I just got on right before you. I was just doing one with somebody out in London, so that was kind of
Oh,
neat.
well,
Um,
what time is it in London? Was it nighttime for them, or how does that work? I forgot the time change.
I meant to ask because I was definitely curious. I want to say that it's like closer to like midnight or something like that over there, like 10, 11 o'clock
Oh,
at night, maybe, or 7 or 8.
okay,
It's definitely in the
okay.
evening.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, so you've been so basically just in a few hours today, you've traveled the world. You went to London, had a little chat. Here you are.
It's amazing. I mean, technology is awesome that we get to do all this stuff.
So, what else have you been up to? Have you? I see so many people that are like doing new things, learning new hobbies, or creating a garden. Which I'm like, I don't have time to garden, but everybody's doing all these things. What have you tried? Anything new?
So I did the garden thing.
Ah,
I did, except for I did mine in all in containers. So I'm container gardening. So I used a bunch. I had a bunch of just like old like ice chests and you know 5-gallon buckets and just different stuff. And so I drilled holes in all of them and to let them get the water to drain out. And I went and bought. I planted tomatoes and strawberries, cantaloupe, peppers, uh, lettuce, cilantro. Like, I planted all sorts of stuff, cucumbers, and so that's actually been pretty fun because I love that stuff. I'm big into uh, natural things, and I'm an outdoorsman uh, at heart. So anything to keep me outside and eating something off the vine, I'm happy with. So that's been fun. Other than that, I mean. Thank goodness the gyms opened back up in Tennessee because that was driving me crazy. I think honestly, besides not working and being on the road touring, that was probably the thing that was getting to me the most was just not. I need that for my brain,
yeah.
not being able to work out. So that's been really nice to be able to go back and do that. Been made a few trips out to Gatlinburg and spent some time out in a cabin out in the woods and. Uh, I'm married. My wife and I've been together for almost 15 years. We got 4 kids. Uh, been spending more time than I've ever gotten to spend with all my kids in at one time in one setting. So, uh, besides not making money, I actually don't hate it. This has actually been really nice.
It's kind of been a nice break. No, I forgot. Tell me the ages of your kids again, because you have four, right?
Right. So I got 13, 11, 8, and 6.
Okay, so they're somewhat pretty self-sufficient. Are your
Yeah.
two are your two older ones, they sleep a lot? Like I have three teenagers and they like I don't even see them. They're like zombies until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, they actually don't. They get up. I mean, I say 10 o'clock ish is probably like the average time. Um, but they're usually up and doing stuff and playing outside and all that. I got my kids are cool. I got good kids, so uh, it's not too crazy around here. Um, my two youngest are a little different. So my two oldest are biological, and then my wife and I adopted our two youngest, both from birth. So we've had them since we brought them home from the hospital. Uh, but like our first two were like so easy that we thought like that we were like we're like the most amazing parents in the world. We're
Uh-huh.
like, oh my gosh, like I don't see why everybody thinks it's a big deal or what's so hard about it. And then we got then we adopted our first and the second, and then it was like, oh, all right. Well, this is we aren't as cool as good of parents as we thought that we were. We weren't doing it as right as we thought we were, because they are on a different level. But
Yeah.
it's still so much fun.
Yeah, there's always that one kid that makes you think, I don't know what everybody's problem is. And then there's that other kid that you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, I'll tell you this, my son, who's 6, is the youngest. And I always say if we would have had him first, I don't know if we would have had more kids. Because he's a handful. But I'm
Mhm.
so grateful to have all, like, I got an awesome crew.
It makes you appreciate things more when you have a variety of personalities and children.
Yeah, it's cool, and we really do. All of them are really just great kids. I can't complain at all.
Tell me about, you've had some interesting things. I was just looking this up. I went to a taping of this show, Real Country, with Travis Tritt,
Hmm.
but I wasn't there the time that you were on the show. I would think I was there the next show after yours. But what was that like? I love Travis Tritt. Did you get to spend any time with him when you were on that show?
Yeah, so kind of crazy. I always have pinch me moments where, it's just like, is this real life? But so I actually met Travis through Charlie Daniels at one of Charlie Daniels' volunteer jams, and I'd kind of just uh, become friends with him and his family. Uh, I didn't even know that when I was going to like audition for this show, I didn't know that he was even a part of it or anything. So when that all kind of went down, and Travis is the one that ended up picking me, I was like, how cool is that? Like, because I mean, we knew each other in passing, but like, but since the show, I mean, we've created a great relationship. Travis has brought us out on the road with him last year. We opened up quite a handful of shows, and we're booked by the same agency with APA in Nashville, which books us and Travis and Charlie Daniels and Marshall Tucker Band and all those guys. So, um, but Travis is awesome. His family is amazing. His wife and his kids are amazing. Such good people, and they're just huge supporters of us and what we do. So uh, it's kind of crazy. Like my wife and I talk about it all the time. Like how, like Travis Tritt was one of my, between him and Randy Travis and Charlie Daniels and like all these guys were like, that was what I grew up listening to. Those are my musical heroes.
Yeah.
And um, just the fact that we have relationships and we're friends with all these people now, and I'm like, I just never thought in a million years. Like I was a Marine before this. Like I was in the Marine Corps. I had every intention on doing 20 plus years and retiring. When I joined the Marine Corps, I never played an instrument in my life. Uh, I learned how to play in the Marine Corps from a buddy of mine, and I fell in love with music, and that's why I'm always having pinch me moments because like this was never like this is never what I wanted to do. Like growing up, like I wanted to either be a pro baseball player or a Marine. That was it. Uh, so yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, talking about another pinch me moment, you just recently, at the end of the last year before things kind of shut down, you had your Opry debut, and you talk about Charlie Daniels. You were there with Charlie Daniels as well. So it was kind of like a double whammy there. You had a couple things all at once in one night. What was that like?
well, first of all, Charlie was the one. So my management and booking agency, like they kind of set me up, and they had me come into the office and told me that like uh, there's a TV show there that wanted to do some filming on up and coming artists, and they wanted to look at you as being one of these artists. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool, man. I'll come in. Like we're just gonna get B-roll and talk about shows. And so we're sitting around this conference table, and they got me, like they straight up got me. And I'm sitting next to my manager, and his phone starts ringing. I look down, and I saw that it was Charlie Daniels, and I was like, that's weird. And he was like, hey guys, hang on real quick. I got to take this phone call. And he puts it down on speakerphone. And then Charlie was like, hey, Scott, small talk. And then he said, hey, I wanted to see if you and your boys would want to come and have your debut at the Grand Ole Opry in July. And I was just like, this isn't happening right now. Like, I mean, it caught me I couldn't talk. I was like, and like I've probably cried in public, or a tear come out of my eye like probably 5 times in 20 years. And I was like sitting there trying to fight it back. I'm like, is this really happening right now? Like Charlie Daniels is asking me to come play the Opry with my full band, It was a magical night. The best way I can describe it is, for me, it was the same feeling I got when I was finishing up boot camp in the Marine Corps, and us West Coast Marines, we hike up the top of this mountain called the Reaper, and when you get to the top of that, your drill instructor puts an Eagle Globe and Anchor in your hand, which is a Marine Corps emblem, and calls you a Marine for the first time.
Wow.
And so, like, to me, stepping in that circle was that same feeling of that family, of being a part of, I mean, really the biggest stage in country music is the Grand Ole Opry. And I've been doing this for a long time, I mean, like, we're still new on the scene to a lot of people, but I mean, we've been after this for 15 years,
Yeah.
Starting off playing in little open mics and beer joints for $25 for a 5-hour gig and a $20 bar tab. In fact, me and Cody Johnson used to play those little bars down in Texas together for $50 in a bar tab, for 4 or 5 hours. So it was just a special moment. And the crazy full circle thing, this is the crazy part to this. All right. So I know, so I said I wanted to do 20 years in the Marine Corps and retire. My Opry date was 20 years to the day that I stepped off the bus at MCRD, California, at Marine Corps Recruit Depot
Wow.
to start boot camp. It was 20 years to the day.
Wow.
So I just gave away my age a little bit, but it's all right. I don't care. That was kind of a cool full circle moment of like, wow, this has been a kind of a crazy life.
I love that. I like those little details. I didn't realize that you used to play shows with Cody Johnson.
Yeah, Cody and I actually, we started together. We met each other on MySpace.
Oh, that's a throwback. That's a throwback right there.
Right? Back in like probably 2004, 5-ish, somewhere around there. He thought I was a big deal, and I thought he was a big deal, and we met up for the first time and realized that we were just a couple knuckleheads trying to make it, not knowing what we were doing. Yeah, we spent years playing together down in the Houston area, playing a lot of the same places, and when he was super young, I mean, he'd call me up and be like, "Hey man, can I come run your sound? I'm broke, for $50." Or, "Hey man, can I come open for you for $50? Or can I play guitar with your band tonight for $50? I need some extra gas money," and we always kind of help each other out like that. And so to see Cody's success that he's been having is so awesome. So happy for him and so proud of him. He's put in so much hard work, and he's had a great team behind him. So it's cool to see people winning out there, and Cody's definitely one of them.
Yeah, I think that's fun to see, and I think that's some things that people don't realize. The whole music community, it really is a community, and you guys see each other, and you kind of like grow up together or come up the ranks together. So that's always fun to hear those stories after the fact.
It's 1 minute you're, what's that one saying? be cool to the people on your way up because the same people you're going to pass on your way down.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I've always tried to treat this business is like, I'm genuinely happy for people and their success. And, um, you know, I kind of went on a rant the other day about, just um, on one of my live deals, and it was talking about just the music and, like there's always this uh, argument between like what's country music or what is real country
Oh,
and,
yeah. Yeah.
all this
That's
stuff
not
going on.
country. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's not country music anymore. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't really care for personally. But my point was to people was like, man, who are you to get down on some? I mean, that artist is doing what they love and they're living their dream and they've worked hard to get to that spot. And like, if you don't like something, why don't you just skip it?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just scroll past it?
Yeah.
Like, why do people feel that to get on and make a comment like belittling or berating this person um, whom they've never met before um, because you don't like the music that they play? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
uh, I mean, of course, I would love to see mainstream radio make a little bit more room for more traditional country music, but I don't think that pop country should go away. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
um, it's a respect thing. I just never understood like how people can get on this uh, computer or their phone and just trash people that they've never met before based off of music. That's what you got to do with your life? Like, is it that bad that like, I mean, you just want to like dig down into somebody else? Like, live and let live, man. You don't like it,
Right.
keep scrolling. I got some of my really good friends. I don't listen to some of their music. I don't like some of their music, you know, but I
Yeah.
still love them and I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my jam, but
Yeah.
like, I'm so happy that they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah. That's true. Well, so let's talking about music. You just released a new song last week.
Yeah.
Leave It to a Woman. Tell us about that. I like that title.
Yeah. So, it's basically just, it was, at first I was just thinking like, all the little things that we do as men and women, like if you're, married or with somebody for a long time that, uh, is either gets on your nerves or, it's just a little quirky stuff. And, it's like, not, it's a lot of the things that aren't worth getting mad about, it's like we get mad over some stupid things when you really think about it. And it's just like, and for all those little things that might irritate you, but like the big picture is when the chorus comes on that song is, um, and this is in my case, talking about my wife, is, leave it to a woman to lay her heart on the line, and, leave it to a woman time after time to make you whole, to heal your soul by holding your hand, leave it to a woman to make you feel like a man. And that's how my relationship has been with my wife. I have a partner that has pushed me throughout the years, and I am 100% one of those people that would not be where I'm at without her support and her um, uh, pushing me and her being understanding to the music business and me being gone while having kids and everything like um, it's so important. And it doesn't matter if you're in the music business or not, like just having a partner that supports you um, is so awesome.
Yeah.
And it makes things so much better. So that's what that song's about for me, and it's kind of more of empowering, it, how awesome a good woman is, like that's what it is for me.
All right. I heard you're going to play that song for us so we can hear it live. I've listened to it. I like it, but I'm excited to hear you play it.
Yeah. My guitar's right here. Let me grab a swig of water real quick.
Okay. Yes. Since we've been chatting.
And I'm not sure. I'm guessing that this is going to pick up through this headphone.
We'll see. I'll let you know.
Let me strum a little bit, and
Okay.
I get a little loud on this song, and I'm wondering if maybe I should kill my headphones for this and then turn them back on. But let me know.
Okay. You start. I'll tell you.
Can you hear that all right?
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm gonna put my headphones down in front of me,
Okay.
and we'll go from here. And since I can't hear you now, just if it sounds really bad, just shake your head, be like.
So far, it's good. It's good. We can still hear
I'll
you.
turn off the headphones. We'll do it with the thing, and then I'll turn them back on.
Okay.
All right. It's called "Leave It to a Woman." Leave it to a woman to leave the tank on me. Show up 20 minutes late, 'cause she was looking for her keys. Leave it to a woman to spend an hour getting dressed. Come out looking beautiful, but still swear she's a mess. Don't leave it to the way she'll change her mind, because she can. The way she'll drive you crazy by changing your plans. And leave it to a woman to lay her heart on the line. Leave it to a woman time after time to make you whole, to heal your soul, holding your hand. Leave it to a woman to make you feel like a man. Leave it to a woman to make you want a little more. Dig a little deeper, make it better than before. Leave it to a woman to say what she means. Make you feel tough, but still weak in the knees. And leave it to a woman to lay her heart on the line. Leave it to a woman time after time to make you whole, to heal your soul, holding your hand. Leave it to a woman to make you feel like a man. Leave it to a woman to lay her heart on the line. Leave it to a woman time after time to make you whole, to heal your soul, holding your hand. Leave it to a woman to make you feel like a man. Leave it to a woman.
That was amazing. I love it.
Thank you. I hope it sounded all right. I don't know.
It was good. I feel
cool.
like I got my own little personal concert. That is kind of the great thing lately of all these people playing online. It's kind of like you can pretend like they're just playing just to you instead of,
Yeah, it's. I think it's cool. I think it's so cool. Like, and it's actually brought back a lot of songs. Like people that have been following us for a long time. Since the early Texas days. I mean, they're asking for songs I haven't played in years, and I'm like, oh man, I missed that song. Like, let's play that one. So it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's making the best out of it. I'm not gonna lie. About 2 weeks into this thing, I had a straight up mental breakdown. Like I I honestly like, okay, we're gonna do what we need to do. Let's get this thing over with so we can get back to work, right?
Yeah.
And then when they officially canceled my March and the rest of my March, my April, May dates, which was the first wave of dates, because we were supposed to start back on the Fire on the Mountain tour. It was us, Charlie Daniels, and Marshall Tucker Band, uh, starting in April, and then we had our own shows in March. But we took a lot of time off over the winter, uh, because we haven't taken a lot of time off. And
Yeah.
then on New Year's Eve, we tragically lost our piano player to suicide.
Yeah.
Um, and that hit us pretty hard. He'd been with us for over 4 years. And so again, we were like, we don't really want to go back. We played a couple one-off shows here and there, but we were ready to go back in March. And when they canceled those dates, it hit me like that this is for real. And I mean, this is how we make our living. I mean, and people don't think about the music business like, yeah, I'm the lead singer, I'm the front man, right? But like, I've got my band,
Yeah.
I've got my management team, I've got my booking agency, I've got, all these other people that depend on this gig. And then on top of it, you got all the venues. I mean, you got people that work the doors, the security, the promoters, the sound guys, the uh, people selling the popcorn and the beer and the whiskey and like they're all out of jobs too. And so it's like, um, it's when people are depending on you and there's nothing that you can do about it, it not only just freaking like killed me, but like I just felt so bad for everybody else. And I had like about a 2 or 3 day like straight up like just lost my mind. Like I couldn't be around anybody. I couldn't be around my family. I couldn't be. Um, eh, I was a ticking time bomb just because like I'm just seeing. In all reality, 2019 was one of my best years that I've ever had. In the almost 15 years I've been doing this, and to come off of that to what 2020 has given us has just been such
Yeah.
a buzzkill, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
um, but I finally like that was the first time that I went out to the cabin out by Gatlinburg, and I just sat down there by the river, my feet in the water, just trying to. I believe in grounding and like collecting the earth's energy, like just touching it and feeling it, and it was right there where I go, you know what, like there's nothing that I can control about this. So the only thing that I can do is be in control of my own happiness and my thoughts. And so I switched my mindset from the victim mentality of like, this sucks, poor, pitiful me, and this, and that. It's like, you know what? I'm going to count my blessings. This is all about the time that I get to spend with my family from here on out. Because the path is there, and our path is already like it's going to be there when this is all over.
Yeah.
If you just kind of stay the course and keep that good positive energy going and not let the negativity overwhelm you. And so I've just switched my mindset to that. And like I said, it sucks losing money, but this is the first time I've ever lost money with a smile on my face. Like I'm having a good time. I'm loving it. Like, and I'm sorry for people that are being like, uh, I'm lucky in a sense that my wife has been with a network marketing company for 6 years, and thank goodness for her paycheck that has continued to come. And I have a publishing deal that has continues to, I get my monthly thing from that. So I mean, uh, it's not great, but I mean we're getting by every month. And so obviously I know there's a people out there that are hurting a lot more than I am, and whether that be financially or health wise, the people are being affected. So I'm not trying to make light of
Right.
that situation,
Right.
but what I'm saying is that we're living the best life that we can in the circumstances that we have right now. and
Yeah.
that's all we can do.
Yeah, I agree. That's all we can do. Just get by and live our best life right now and support each other. Like, thanks for
That's
coming
it.
on and talking to us and sharing with
Yeah.
us what's going on and your new song. So you guys go check it out. Tell everybody where to find more information for your music and when you'll eventually get back on the road. You guys want to go hear him live. He's incredible.
Thank you for that. So, I mean, you can go to the website, scooterbrownband.com. That's got all of our social links, tour schedule, merchandise, all that. As of right now, I don't think that we'll see anything tour-wise until probably August. Even then, we're starting to see some of those kind of going away right now. But hopefully they don't. So, and then, we're just going to keep playing it by ear. Obviously, you can come check us out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and I even have a TikTok.
You have a TikTok now?
I have a TikTok.
Okay.
So if you're on TikTok, come find me on TikTok. My TikTok is as random as it comes. There's no method to my madness on TikTok. It's just stupid stuff.
I have joined TikTok. I don't have anything on it yet, but because my kids are on it. And so, yeah, that you can get lost in there for hours. You don't even realize it. You're like, somebody bring me back to reality. I don't know.
That's what I told somebody. I said, they're like, well, what do you think we should get a TikTok? I said, listen, this is like the Matrix right now asking if you want the red pill or the blue pill. Like, if you take this pill, be prepared to go down a rabbit hole for hours and hours and hours for the
and you
first
don't
few
even
days.
realize it.
Yeah. I was like, because it's an amazing platform where people make some pretty incredible content.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also some stuff where you're just going like, this is
strange.
This is the society that we live in. Okay. All right.
But it is good for a good laugh. I like to follow like
It is.
comedians and stuff. Like there's some really, I'll go, that's my daily laughter of the day. Like I go pull it up and I start laughing. My kids are like, what are you laughing at?
Yeah. You got to post your first video.
I know. Maybe I'll do a side by side. Do you have one of those dance videos or something? Maybe I'll do, you know how you can mirror somebody or something?
Yeah. I haven't brought myself to do a dance. My kids want me to. My kids want me to. My kids don't have TikTok yet. I'm not there yet. But my kids are also younger. Besides my 13-year-old, she's allowed to have Instagram for right now.
Yeah.
But I let them get on there and they learn the dances and then they do them and they want me to do one with them and I'm sure they would probably be really successful if we did it. So I don't know.
You should do it. I'm rooting for you. You do it. I'll give you the hearts.
I want to do the Carol Baskins one.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yes.
The one was like kill her husband.
Yeah.
I'm like, who makes this up, man?
I don't know. Again,
I haven't even seen the Tiger King. And
you haven't? You haven't seen it yet? Oh man. All right, you gotta go see that. We're gonna check back with you. That's your assignment. Go watch Tiger King and then we'll have our little discussion.
Okay. I'm down.
All right. Great to see you. We'll check in with you later. I can't wait to hear more music, but until then, be safe.
Yeah, and the new songs on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, all that stuff, YouTube. Go stream it a lot of times, please.
Yes, which is killing it, by the way. I just saw what it's like. I can't remember. I don't want to say a number because I'll have the wrong number, but it's like doing really well.
Yeah, it is. It's doing really good.
All right. We'll see you soon. Bye.
All right. Thank you.